Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So we are officially in Las Vegas, Nevada, out here in the desert. And I came out here for about a week to hang out with my brother, his girlfriend, and some other friends, and take just a vacation. I haven't been on a vacation in like 3-4 years maybe, and it feels absolutely amazing. Like I've just been grinding the last 3 years. I've been in Florida, you know, and I might be telling you guys for the first time now that I've been in Florida. And yeah, I've been out there just grinding, focusing on my goals, you know, just trying to get out of the situation I've been in. And if you guys have been following me, you know what I'm talking about. Just because when it comes to like taking a vacation, I think about it and I'm like, well, let me just utilize that money and just push me forward even further, you know, like just faster. The faster I can do this, the faster I can get out, you know. But it got to the point where eventually, you know, I had to take a break, and I'm glad I did. So maybe like a couple months ago, I told my boss, I was like, I will be gone on a personal trip. I didn't tell him what I was doing. I told him I'm going to be gone on a personal family trip from these dates for an entire week, and I'm just letting you know. And I didn't even have enough PTO to do it. But I went up to him and I was like, I'm going to be gone these dates. And he was like, at first I don't know if he was joking or not, and he was like, no, you're not. And he didn't approve the time off that I requested in Workday. So then I went up to him and I was like, I need to go on those dates. Like, I don't have an option. That's what I told him. And I was like, you don't have an option. Like, you're gonna have to figure it out one way or another. Like, I will be gone on those dates. And if he didn't approve it, my plan was just to say I'm super sick or something and just call off anyways. But he ended up approving it because I kind of didn't really give him an option. And other people had been taking vacations and stuff, so it's not like, you know, it's not like my vacation was that different. But anyways, I'm happy to be out here. It feels absolutely amazing. First impressions, this place is awesome. I didn't realize it was going to be such a big city, you know. I thought it was going to be mainly just the Strip and then like a couple suburbs around it, and then that's it. But it's actually a pretty big city. Like, there's a lot to do. Another thing I didn't realize is how big the mountains were outside of the city. So the hiking is just absolutely out of this world. In a future video, like on a recap of this trip, I'm gonna, you know, post a lot of the scenery and stuff that I've been getting. It's been kind of hard to vlog because I've been with a group, and, you know, you can't really just bust out a camera sometimes. Also, in the casinos, they don't really want you having like a GoPro or anything. Like, you can take out your phone, maybe take like a selfie or something, but they don't really want you filming in the casinos because people are gambling, you know. And I feel like it's a little disrespectful because it's distracting. I mean, people put a lot of money on the line when they're at the poker table or whatever, so they don't want, you know, a vlogger coming around like just vlogging and stuff. So I feel like, just out of respect for them, I'm kind of just not really vlogging too much over there, but I am getting some shots for you guys. So in the recap, I'll be showing you guys that. But yeah, first impressions, like, I love this place. Like, there's just so much to do. Outdoors, indoors, like events, whatever. And it's really putting it into perspective. Like, Florida is just so boring for me. If you're into like fishing and boating and water sports and stuff like that, like, Florida might be your spot, you know. But for me, like, I barely go to the beach. I haven't been to the beach in like the last year, you know, because it's about 30 minutes away from me, maybe like 25, and it's just far enough away to where I'm like, whatever. And then I get to the beach and I look at the ocean, I'm like, okay, we saw it, you know, like, what do we do now? And that happens within like maybe 30 seconds. So I don't know. I mean, I like the beach, it's good vibes, but you can only go there so many times to where it's like, okay, I've seen this already. But the cool thing about hiking for me and like the mountains is like you can keep walking and it's just constantly new terrain and new scenery. And that's the type of adventure that I'm into. So I really enjoy that about here. On top of that, the strip is pretty cool. I will tell you guys, I went to this casino. It was off the strip. It was near our hotel, but I went to this casino last night. I wasn't planning on gambling, but my friend said he wanted to just do one game of blackjack or like, you know, $40 on a couple games and just see what happens, just so we can say that we gambled in Vegas. So I ended up putting $5 down at a $5 buy-in table. It was kind of funny. Never played blackjack before. I told the whole table, like, I've never done this before. The dealer was like, do you want me to tell you the rules? And I was like, no, it's fine. I'm just going to wing it. And gave her the $5 bill. I think I got a king, which was 10, and then a 9, I think, which means I was at 19. I forgot what the dealer got, but I ended up winning that hand. Got another $5 chip, so I was at $10. And it's crazy because, like, it's amazing how it sucks you in. Like, you're up, and the feeling of being up, even if it's up to $10, like, you're like, oh, I'm on a roll, let's keep going, you know? Like, it didn't even, like, cross my mind, like, get out now. But then I hear my brother behind me and my friend, they're like, yo, get out. Because, like, the mindset is, like, if you win, just get out, you know? Because you want to be able to leave Vegas saying that you're up. And again, it's kind of funny because it was only $5, but it's the mindset, you know? So I hear him, he's like, yo, get out. So I stood up and I was like, all right, I'm done. I did one hand left, gave him my friends a high five and my brother. And yeah, it felt like exhilarating, but like in an evil way, you know what I mean? It felt like, it felt wrong, you know? And I guess I do feel like I earned it because I put my money on the line and risked it, you know? Because to me, I don't know how blackjack odds are, but to me it was pretty much a 50-50 whether I was going to get that $5 win, you know? So I do feel like I earned it because I put my money on the line, but it felt like it felt wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It was kind of funny. But anyways, we did that. That was pretty fun last night. We walked the strip. I'll show you guys some shots of that in the recap and maybe a couple recap videos. I might show, like, you know, a couple different recap videos, but yeah, the strip is amazing, dude. I mean, it's like sensory overload. And the way the sidewalk works is like you can walk from the sidewalk into a casino, and then that casino will be like a maze, and then it'll lead you into like the next casino. And it's really fun. I mean, for me, we didn't spend any money. And I just like people watching, you know? I just feel like being around a bunch of people that are having fun is just fun to watch. But you got to be very careful on the strip. You got to be extremely careful because everything there is designed to take your money. Like, the entire strip is just designed to take everything that they can get from you. And I saw that, like, it's very easy to spend money there. And it's crazy because for me, honestly, the gambling wasn't even tempting for me. It was the food. Like, you walk past these food spots and, like, the pizza looks amazing. Like, you walk past these dessert places and you're like, oh my Lord, that looks so good. You know what I mean? So for me, it was the food, but I mean, it could be anything. There's clothing, there's gambling, you know, people have different temptations. And yeah, so be careful on the strip if you're coming out here. And just make sure, you know, if you have a budget that you're gonna spend, stick to that budget. And it's very hard, you gotta have some discipline, you know what I mean? Because I can see how easy it is for people to just start going to that ATM and just pulling out, you know, hundreds, thousands of dollars, you know what I mean? So that was one thing to be careful about. But if you are disciplined, and luckily I'm with a disciplined crew, like my brother, he's a saver, you know? He loves going on trips for like as cheap as possible, and I'm the same way, and the whole crew is the same way. So, you know, it's not like one person's getting sucked in and the rest of us at the same time. So it helps. But if you can manage to stay disciplined and, you know, keep the vices away, I think Vegas is like awesome for me, like, because I don't drink. I don't smoke or anything, so it's really like it's really fun just to people watch and be out there on the strip. I mean, there's so many events and stuff, and another thing is it's actually really cheap to travel here. Like the hotels, I mean, my friend got a hotel at the Excalibur, I think. It was like 40 bucks a night. If he wanted to upgrade to the better room, it was $80 a night. I mean, in Florida, any random city, you're paying $120 just for a standard hotel, you know? And so that's really cool. I guess what my brother was saying, he's like their goal is to get you here for as cheap as possible, because once you're here, then you're spending the money, you know? So make things cheap at the hotels, and then you'll go to the hotel lobbies and gamble all your money away, you know? So that's their goal. But if you don't do that, like us, then you can take advantage of these perks and you can get a lot of cool stuff for free. I mean, my brother and his friends are veterans, so there's so many. I mean, we get free parking down there. I mean, even the parking was pretty cheap. It was like 15 bucks for the day or something, which I was not expecting. I mean, you go downtown Chicago or New York, you're paying 50, 70 bucks for a day, you know, and it's ridiculous. So that's another cool thing. I mean, just besides that, as a side note, another great thing is there's no income tax here. So if you're planning on moving here or living here, that's another plus, you know. But I wasn't expecting anything outside of the strip to be eventful or anything. But we went on this hike. One second. We went on this hike to the Valley of Fire State Park yesterday, and that was out of this world. I mean, that looked like Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, it was amazing. And I can't wait to show you guys the clips of that. And I'm gonna be putting up shorts and everything, like as much content as I can put out. I'm gonna be showing you guys, so stay tuned for that. But the Valley of Fire State Park was amazing. We went straight from there through the scenic route, through these canyon roads. It was like so beautiful, over to the Hoover Dam, and got some shots of the Hoover Dam. I'm like extremely afraid of heights, so we went on that bridge over the Hoover Dam. I was tripping out because every semi truck that went over the bridge, you could feel it move, and we're like 1,000 feet over the canyon, you know, or maybe more. I don't know what it is, but so we're over the canyon. Then we went down to the Hoover Dam, looked down that I mean, absolutely amazing. Like, I'm at the end of the day, for the recap number one, I mean, we've been here for like 2 days now, I think. For the first recap, I'm having a great time out here. I was thinking, it's crazy because about 4 years ago is when I first considered moving to Las Vegas, and I had never been here before. And I kept seeing signs about Las Vegas, like maybe I should move there. And you know, I was thinking it would be a cool place to be, especially if you can stay disciplined. Like, I feel like it's pretty cool. If you can't, and you fall victim to the vices, then I don't know if it's a good place to be, because it might, you know, send you in a deeper hole. But I just kept thinking about it. I was like, man, I want to move to Vegas, you know, because it's such a cool location. You're near California, you're near Arizona, Colorado, Texas, you know. I was like, plus it's a central hub for flying, and that's pretty cool. And yes, I was pumped about that, and I just been thinking about moving out here. And then finally my brother said, we're going out to Vegas, like, do you want to come? And I said, I'm going. And I'm going to explain to you guys in the recap, like, how that kind of happened, and kind of like the superstitious type message that I got from someone that came into my workplace that caused me to want to go, and then it all kind of just came together. But I'm going to explain that whole story later. But yeah, now I'm here, dude. Now I am here. As you can see, I'm out in the desert. Beautiful sun. I mean, the weather is amazing. It's extremely dry. Make sure you pack a bunch of water, chapstick, lotion, you know, stay hydrated. So that's another thing, but it's amazing. So that's recap number one for, like, you know, 2 days in. I might do another recap, I might not. either way, I'm getting a lot of footage for you guys. I can't wait to show you guys. It's great to be out here. And yeah, that's about it. We are in Las Vegas, Nevada. And yeah, let me show you guys the mountains out there. You might be able to see it. But anyways, we're in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I got more videos coming soon, all right? So if you guys like this video or you want to see more recaps, let me know in the comments below. If you have any thoughts about Las Vegas, or you've been here before, or you want to share any cool things that you've done for other people so that they can build their itinerary, that would be awesome. But anyways, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.